again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Hey, how's everybody doing on this not Money Monday? No. Thought I'd do a little different thing today. You know, with everything changing, sometimes my show format's going to change. So please bear with it because, you know, like everything else around here, we're like winging through it. You know, a thought came up yesterday afternoon. I said, you know, this is the perfect day to finally, and I mean finally, bake off these chocolate chip cookies that you see pictured there. I actually had the mix for a few months, and I says, boy, I looked at the back, and it would be expiring, you know, in a couple of months. I says, this is the perfect afternoon. I hadn't had any, like, treat for, like, literally since New Year's Day. So I said, finally, I'm going to bake some of these chocolate chip cookies from a mix, a simple mix. And it was delicious. They don't look perfect, but let me tell you something. The couple that I had ooey gooey fresh from the oven was definitely yummy for the tummy. You know, and I realized something. You know, sometimes baking stuff is just like good therapy. So what I did do, I froze the rest for a future craving. That way I don't overdo it. So that's a really good trick. You know, with cookies, they stay nicely in the freezer. Just saying. Hey, by the way, how's everybody doing today? And I hope that this audio video, finds everybody doing well. You know, you could get a lot of lessons from baking. Yeah. Either you could learn a lesson or you can teach a lesson. In fact, some of my favorite memories years ago when my daughter was a little tot, I used to love to show her step by step how to bake a cake, or how to do cookies, even from scratch, and not even just, you know, from a mix, like from start to finish. And you can decide to include that as part of your, like, quote, end of quote, homeschooling lesson for the day. Let's bake something together. You will have created treasured memories, and it really is a matter of math because baking is actually a science. And when it comes to baking things, you actually have to follow the rules to the letter, because one thing off kilter when it comes to baking can mean the difference between a really great recipe or a so-so edible recipe, or just plain old horrendous outcome recipe. We've all had issues like that. So I was thinking to myself, it's a dreary day today, and why don't I just like encourage some people, if they have the ability, or if they have the little ones with them, or you just want to like self-express yourself with creation, go bake something today. And something, some of the most treasured memories go back to food and watching people prepare food, sort of like a self-proclaimed holiday. If you normally do not bake anything, why don't you declare this while you're kind of like nestling in at home? I'm going to bake myself something today, or I'm going to bake something, for the family today. Even if you normally don't do it, this is a great time to start thinking outside of the box. The wonderful news is that you can find the information all over the place here. Are you aware that you can actually make cookies from boxed cake? Yes. If you don't have so-called cookie mix, well, that's okay. If you just happen to have your favorite flavored boxed cake mix, you can actually take that mix, follow the recipe guidelines. There are plenty of videos on here for the asking. In fact, let me search one up and hook it for you for convenience, and hook it up into my description box below. So I'll find out how you can do that for you through a video. And it's a really good method, and I actually have done that. So if you wish to do that, go for it. Or even if you don't feel like baking, today may be the day that you decide to, instead of having mundane Monday food, decide to go a little bit fancier today. Or if you have some little ones with you, pretend to play restaurant if you can't get your favorite restaurant, and turn your dining room or your little kitchen nook or whatever you eat with or wherever you are, turn it into your local fake pizzeria and get the imagination going with the kids. And you could have a lot of fun with them, and you're having fun yourself while we're nestling in and we're hunkering down. So I just thought that I'd mention these cute little tips today instead of Money Monday. Today we just did have a baking day kind of Monday. So there. And in the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for listening. Why? Because I really do appreciate whose time? Yours. Have an amazing day. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy. Go bake something today. Have a great day.